I didn't do it. My attorney can't be present with me after stream, so... Yep. Right now? Hello, Twitch.
Exactly. I really thought it was with a Q sound, but it's actually with a K sound.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Hello.
Hello, everybody on Twitch.
Then again, I don't speak French, so it could totally sound totally different.
Because I mean, like QUE, like Quebec. Actually, they do pronounce it Quebec. Is it Quebecois? Yeah.
I'm testing this new feature on my camera where as I move around, it tracks and frames my face for me.
Oh, face tracker?
Yeah.
I've played with that on flight sims a bit.
Why are you simulating flight?
Why not?
Because they're fun.
Because it's the most efficient way at distributing freedom around the planet.
Yes, yes it is.
Sure, man.
Freedom in multiple
Oh
calibers.
shit! I forgot to create the calendar for us. Even though post-it note is right in front of me.
We'll do it later.
I'm a cleric. Y'all are fucked.
Do you not remember what you're playing?
Ah, she's buzzed.
Bitch,
Remember?
I'm buzzed and starving.
Notice how that wasn't bitch? That was bish.
For reals.
Girl.
There wasn't nothing low-key about it.
I'm not that drunk.
I've come to say hello.
Hello.
Steve.
Hi, Sage.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm sick again. Hooray.
No.
Yes.
You work with kids. It's just expected. You're always going to be sick.
Yeah. But I had like a good solid 2 months of being sick free, and now here I am sick. But I think it's my own fault this time. But I decided this last weekend was in the 70s, and my dumbass fell asleep with my windows open, and everybody in my neighborhood decided to mow their lawn. So I think I did it to myself.
I think you just need to, like, have one of those bubbles, like from Bubble Boy, every time you're on the bus.
But I'm getting better. I just don't have my sense of smell or taste from how plugged up my nose is. Everything since COVID, but I don't have COVID. I've been tested 3 times.
Okay, we don't need smell or taste.
I'm a foodie. I like food. I want to taste my food. Everything right now has been so bland, and it makes me sad.
Sage,
Yeah,
I just found being white. Sorry.
When you can't taste the nummy, sadness occurs.
Like, I have this like brownie coconut cake thing right here next to me, and I can't eat. I took a bite and I'm like, this is sad because I want to taste this. It looks good, and I can't even taste it.
You have my sympathies.
Yeah.
That does suck.
Anyways, that's me. How is everybody?
Fox is hammered.
Oh.
Not that hammered. I'm politely buzzed.
Saturday night, I got wasted. It was bad. Let's just say I had 3 edibles and 8 mixed drinks.
Sounds like you just know how to party.
I was done for.
Surely, you know what? Fuck you.
So, Unforeseen Hunter, I had 3 edibles and 8 mixed drinks.
You crazy.
Why?
She was looking for a good time.
I was hanging out with a group of friends and we were all getting fucking wasted. And The next morning, that night I stayed up for 24 hours. Yeah. It was great.
Just over there doing all the things.
So I was up that Friday morning I was up at 5:30 and then I didn't go to sleep until 8:30 Saturday morning and then I woke up at noon. Cuz I was hung the fuck over. I was dying. I've never been wasted, so the fact that I was able to get wasted, it was pretty fun.
Going out, trying out all those new experiences.
Well, I'm 29 and I've never been drunk, so that was a good experience.
As
I've
long
never
as it's
been
the
blackout
people you
drunk or
like.
anything. I've been like heavily buzzed, and I knew I was buzzed, but I remember the event, so.
Nice. And what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something, but I forgot what I was gonna say. It's been a long day.
Fair enough. Say.
Uh,
I really want to sleep right now.
Me too. Oh my
That's
gosh.
okay, Fox. You
Nope.
just need to have Sage share you some of her edibles, and then you can not worry about sleeping.
I mean, you are in Germany. Amsterdam is not too far.
Stop it.
I'd be more questioning, is it legal in Germany?
It's best if we don't ask, because I already mixed Red Bull and antidepressants and alcohol. Let's not
Right.
find out.
Let's get this new
Let's
Richter's
start.
campaign going.
Alright, I'm leaving. I just wanted to come say hi to everybody.
See you, Sage.
Bye, Michi.
Bye, Sage.
Bye. Bye.
All right. Well, before we get started, let's just do a quick introduction of characters. And for shits and giggles, let's go right to left. Let's start with Bertrand of
Damn it.
Canals, which feels wrong.
Quay no less.
It's canals, as I spent 30 minutes on freaking Google listening to how it's pronounced over and over and over.
Just makes me want to pronounce it wrong.
So what is it? Yeah. So what is it that you want me to do?
Just a brief introduction. You don't need to go into like super great details of who you are.
Start in the middle. Tobias.
I wanted to go to the right because you're the most prepared. You're the
I
most
know.
knowledgeable about this world.
I am Sir Bertrand of Canals. I have journeyed of all Bretonia. I have my favorite companion, Bedelut Le Rouge, Sir Barrett of Canals. That's it.
Yeah, good enough. Zeke.
I thought you said right to left.
I went right, and then I went left.
I am Ezekiel von Mildenstein, a well-dressed, but for some reason scruffy-looking man from the Empire. That's all I'm
Oh,
gonna
we're
say.
good.
Yep.
All right. Tobias.
Tobias is a tall, lanky half elf. Doesn't really talk about his background much, but you can tell, other than his bowstring fingers, he doesn't have a single callus on his body from anything.
Cardinal.
Weird flex, but okay. Actually, my name is Richter Rani, but white people can call me Cardinal. It's easier for them to pronounce. My character is a human-looking earth genasi from the Kingdom of Int. And all you know is that she is healing magics and magics of sort.
And we lost Caligar with his internet of trustfulness.
I will add, I am a rogue. I pick locks real nice. Definitely rolled great stats for this character.
I am a paladin.
Tobias is an archer.
I just want to make money.
And was it Ratnarani? It's the actual name.
Mm-hmm.
Is our
Well,
cleric,
it's-
even though she's surprised that she's the cleric.
I'm gonna call her Ronnie because that sounds better than calling her Rat.
It's Ratna Rani. But yes, you can call me Queen if you makes it easier.
Queen?
That's what it means, bro. My name literally means Queen of Gems.
Ooh.
Queen among Gems. Ooh,
Fancy.
That's kind of.
My name just means failure.
And Caligar, can you give a brief introduction?
Hello. I am Caligar Ironforge, a Dwarven runesmith hailing from Karak Azul. Favorite pastimes are smacking greenskins upside the head, creating runes, and drinking ale, and also being very, very grumpy while I do all of those things.
Did you say kazoo?
No?
Okay.
Karak Azul.
Yeah.
Okay. I heard Carrick kazoo.
No, not Karak Kazoo. That would definitely be a.
Got my carrot kazoo. Do 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 do.
And we're off to a great start. Okay.
Should
So-
have played a bard.
Making a swift left turn into Disney World.
Okay, so welcome to the Old World. To give you guys a brief description of where you're at, it's the time that we're coming into. It's a dark age, a very bloody age. It's an age of demons and sorceries, battle, death, and amidst all the fire, flame, and fury, it's also a time of mighty heroes, bold deeds, great courage. But these are far from civilized times. Across the world, nations cling to the glories of the past as rumors of war and corruption spread throughout the land. Bandits and renegades leave havoc in their wake. Raiders lay waste and slaughter whole settlements. Horrible, misshapen beasts stalk the darkest parts of the wilderness, and only the brave. Oh, I'm turning to hunter here. Only the brave or foolhardy have the courage to stand against the encroaching darkness. Brief flashes of heroism bring light to an embattled world, only to fade from existence. There's no hope of peace in the world. The only certainty is death and the laughter of thirsting gods echoing through the cosmos.
Jesus, that's depressing. Yay.
Yes, yes, it is. So, where we're starting with this is you have been partied as contractors for the Adventurers Guild, and you've been working together for a few months, so you're familiar with each other. And really, you've just been working through the northern parts of the Empire, pretty much doing any busy work that any of the small villages need, repelling invaders, stuff like that. And right now, as it stands, you can see on the map that little icon there. You're up to the north of Marienburg, and you're wandering through the foothills. You notice every now and then you'll catch a glimpse of. Am I testing something here?
What?
He
works.
typed it in the wrong place.
Finally got our sponsor messages set up in chat.
All right. So actually, before we get started, does anyone want to go over the sponsors? Because I'm terrible at that stuff.
Hunter does.
Yay, Hunter.
Okay. I first like to thank Monument Studios for sponsoring us tonight. If give me a sec. Shout out to our sponsor, Monument Studios. We've been using them for quite some time and are excited to have them as our sponsor. They provide us with all of our in-game music and sound effects you hear, with hundreds of scores ranging from action to horror to sci-fi and even more sound effects. There is undoubtedly the perfect score for your next adventure. They also have 100% copyright-free scores and sound effects for your streaming needs and provide free content updates. You can get 100% off your first month using code WISH for their streaming platform, Fantasy Plus. I would also like to thank Last Bastion Studios for being our sponsor. They make comics and toys and most recently released their first wave of official licensed Ultraman figures. Stay tuned for their special offers, free digital comics, and discounts on their website. Thank you very much for allowing us for you to sponsor us. Ezekiel, why don't you say the socials?
You can find all our socials at Wurst Experts Roleplay, or follow the link in chat, and keep up to date with what we're doing. See funny little posts and stuff in the future, and hopefully soon a calendar with what we're up to. Back to you, Azrael.
There is no music playing. You don't have it on repeat if that's what you're trying to do.
I do have it on repeat.
I hear music.
I don't hear music.
It's even coming through on the stream mix.
I don't hear music. Oh, now it is.
Do you hear stuff still?
No,
yeah,
I
that's
don't.
working.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, it says it's on repeat. It's been repeating for me, so I don't know why it didn't repeat for you.
It's been repeating for me.
Oh, well. Okay.
Okay, so like I was saying, you're up in the hills north of Marienburg, and as you move into your next job, you're noticing sporadic groups of people that seem to be moving very fast, going from the west to the east. And the further you travel, the more frequent these groups become. And that's where we're going to leave that. What do you guys want to do?
Are they Empire people traveling, or is it some other country?
As far as you can tell, they look like they're people of the Empire.
Well, should we stop some of them and see what they're running from? Maybe see if we should go help and make some money.
Sure.
Okay, so you're going to approach one of the groups.
Yep, flag somebody down. Try to ask them, "Hey, what's going on? Where are you running from?"
You get up to the first group, and it looks like they're family of about 7 to 10 people, and they're very obviously in a hurry to get going, and they're trying to push past you, and all you hear them say is, "White Wolf, we need to get to the White Wolf," and they leave.
Does anybody know anything about the White Wolf? Sound familiar to anyone?
Who?
I'm just bringing your characters out so you can make rolls if you want to.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nope.
Yeah, I want to try that history check as well.
All right, hold on one sec. Don't all just roll at once.
Too late.
All right, fine. Roll the dice.
Would it be a history or
Well, you
religion?
said if anybody wanted
History.
to.
Okay.
Okay, I'd say for Ezekiel and Calgar, it sounds somewhat familiar. Ezekiel going a bit further to say that you know the cult of Ulrich, the Knights towards that order are Knights of the White Wolf.
I'll share that information with the rest of the party. Do I know where the White Wolf usually are, or where they can be found?
The city of Middenheim, to the east.
Guess we should go follow these people to Middenheim and see what's going on, see if we can make some money.
How many of these groups are there? They're just a random amount just coming in, like just different family groups, or is it like there's a refugee like?
If you start moving
caravan?
towards the city, the numbers are growing. Started with maybe, like you saw initially a sporadic number, like 1 or 2 over the course of a day. Then it increased to 1 or 2 every couple hours. And as you're moving towards the city, it's now seeming like a wave of people is moving in that direction.
Can I perhaps just do a little bit of a visual check on these people? Is there something in common between all of them? Do they all look from the same economic class? Are they all poor, or are they all injured in some way? What unifies them? Like a common.
Roll a perception for me.
Okay.
They're all, same economic. It's farmers, I'd say mostly. Maybe you're getting people that look like they spend a lot of time at seas, fishermen. But pretty much universally across the board, their clothing is torn, ragged, burned. You notice the occasional wound from either a crushing injury or a sword or something like that.
These people have been attacked, I tell the rest.
So, we rally at Middenheim and find out if we can get hired to do something, or are we gonna go see what's chasing them down?
I think we're closer to the coast. I'd want to go see what we can see and then head to Middenheim.
Sounds good to me.
So you guys are gonna backtrack a little bit and see
Rudy,
what
I
all
think
the
you're
hubbub's
muted.
about.
I vote yes.
Yeah, I vote yes. It's a very astute observation, Mr. Atzwiger.
Okay, so you head back a bit to the west, and as you move in that direction, now it's a flood of people that you're seeing. And you come over one final rise, and you can see pretty much stretched out to the horizon fires burning that are very obviously entire villages have been annihilated.
So we're right on the coast now.
I'd say you're not quite there. You're probably still about 20 miles away from the coast.
Bertrand's gonna fly up in the air and scout to see if there's any enemy in these villages.
Okay, how far up do you go?
100 feet.
100 feet?
100.
Yeah. Give me perception. Oh, fuck, you see everything.
The damn choo-choo train.
Yeah, so you get up to 100 feet, and at that point, like, the smoke from the burning village is really starting to obscure the view. But you're able to see, like, you're really strained to focus past it, and it almost looks like the ground past, both in front of and behind the villages, it's almost moving like it's alive. And you watch for a minute and you start to realize it's not the ground that's moving. That's an entire army that's taken up your vision from as far as you can see north and as far as you can see south.
That is a lot of enemies. I am all for glory, but not a suicidal.
Hey,
So
Bertrand,
I will.
what do you say?
I see enemies down below. I see them coming. Armies coming from two sides.
Who is
We
it?
must go to Middenheim.
What?
That was the easiest way how I could make it sound I'm far away.
And you, sir, can take an inspiration for that because that was fantastic.
Inspired voice acting.
Inspired by distance.
Was he able to tell any banners or anything, or was it too far?
It was too far. If he saw banners, they were just sticks and ragged pieces of cloth.
People, we must hurry.
All right, Bertrand, come down.
I'm already flying ahead of you.
He's like, nope, I'm out of here.
Bertrand saw
You
that
already
and he's
running?
like, I am GTFO and I don't care about the rest of you.
Yeah, I guess.
I'll fly down to say 30 feet and follow the group.
If there's a massive army, I don't want to be anywhere near it. I am looking at everyone and saying, well, tally ho then, and just sprinting in the opposite direction.
Now, from our extensive knowledge of Bretonia and the Empire, they're relatively friendly, or what's the relationship?
They're frenemies. They get
Best-
along,
best way
but
to
sometimes
put it.
they don't.
Would Bretonia just salt the earth and burn the ground in an invasion, or is it more of a...
No, so Bretonia is a nation of it's a feudal society where the nobility are the knights and they have a very high sense of honor. Yeah, if they were attacking the empire, it would not be like destruction of everything. It would be we're strategizing what they're doing.
Okay, well, I think we should get out of here, head back to Middenheim, and fast.
Bertrand, did you spot any insignia or banners on this army?
You're gonna have to speak up. I can't hear you from up here.
Bertrand, did you spot any insignia or banners on the army? Identifiers?
No,
No.
right?
No.
Oh, you did
Yeah.
not.
The distance they were at, you would be able to make out, like, yes, there are banners, but beyond that, you couldn't see any details.
It was black.
Okay, so as you guys keep moving towards east, towards Middenheim, the wave of fleeing humanity, they tend to kind of gather around you because you seem like you know what you're doing. And it's going to take you a few days to get there because you're going to be traveling through the woods. So I'd say at this point you probably have about 120 to 150 terrified farmers with you.
Oh boy.
And you're taking your time. You're getting through. You're getting through the nights, and you're hearing in the distance, start initially behind you to the west, the calls of animals that don't quite seem natural. And then the further east you go, you start to notice that those calls are now coming from the north and to the south of you as well.
I think we're getting flanked. Oh, I'll say to the group, kind of separately away from all the refugees, and I'll say, I think
With
maybe
a
we should
16
leave
of
them.
perception check to figure out where exactly the pinpoint of said beasties.
You're hearing them from north, west, and south.
Like how many?
That you can't make out. Because at this point now you're getting deep into the woods. And you flying does not give you much more an advantage out of it.
I think we should
Protect
go.
the villagers and move onward.
What time of day is it? Sorry.
Say now, like you're on your second day of travel, so you're probably about midday.
Okay. But we're in the middle of this thick forest, so we don't exactly have good sight lines.
Yeah, and the trees are messing with the sound,
Mhm.
so you can't quite
Yeah,
make out how many are out there.
Yeah, the forest is warping everything. Okay.
Question.
Answer.
During my travels with Barrett, would I have recognized any of these howls?
Rural history.
Maybe.
Sounds like wolves.
I'll say privately to the group, away from any of the refugees, and I'll say, if we stick with this big pack, I think we're gonna get caught. Maybe we should jump out ahead, cut for ourselves. What do you think?
We
I
have
must protect the civilians.
Why must you?
Wouldn't we
Fine.
save more people if we got to the city and helped their efforts to bring people in than if we die out here and save a couple more?
I, from Bretonia, must protect the weak and fight for the right. Leaving civilians in danger will be tarnished.
And if we do separate from a bigger group, from what little I know of wolves, we put a bigger target on our back. They go after smaller targets.
I think
Okay.
Right?
no, that's not gonna work. I don't know. I'm gonna try
These
a gruff
people
voice
are
later. but-
also an ally for Bretonia. Never shall I break faith with a friend or ally. You may be my ally, but so are they.
These are Empire people, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is all the people of the Empire. So while everyone else is having this long-winded conversation, I'm going to be over getting ready for battle. I'm going to be getting my hammer out and keeping an eye on the forest. Um, I can't do a gruff voice as much as I want to right now.
Smoke
But
cigarettes.
that's
No, please
expensive
don't.
and no.
Ignore the possibility of cancer. Do it for the game.
Yeah, I'll
Do
just have to
not.
I'll just have to practice like a gruff voice later on. But yeah, I'm going to be getting ready for battle and looking at the rest of the group. These wild beasts, these animals, they're going to be attracted to either all of the noise or like what. Sorry, Fox, what's the name of your character again?
Cardinal.
Cardinal. Sorry, or like what Cardinal said, they could either just go after us as we split off from the larger group. Wolves are opportunistic hunters, but I don't think these are going to be regular wolves. I think these are probably something different if they're ahead of this army.
So yes, that's obviously what I meant. We should cut off and draw the wolves to us.
If
It
they're
could work
already
like that.
surrounded the group, we could only hold off one side. I think if we're going to try to protect these civilians, we need to have all of these Ungi run ahead of us, and we can hold the back line and just keep an eye out. We could kind of spread around the group a bit, but that's the best that we're going to be able to do.
DM, I am flying near the rear.
Okay.
I think this is a good plan. Let them go ahead, and we will hold off whatever chases them. For some time at least.
Yeah, grumble, grumble. Okay.
Besides, we are a smaller group, we can move faster. We would probably be able to catch up to them.
Oop, I didn't mean to press that.
All right, Cardinal. Tell them to keep going. We'll fight whatever's coming.
I am not your spokesperson.
Isn't
But yes, I will
Cardinal
tell them.
a rank, a high rank?
No. Cardinal is the name that is easier for you to pronounce.
Oh. I guess when I have a kid, I'll name him General. That'll really confuse things.
It is a good name.
Okay, so you guys are splitting off to trying to go face these whatever's making the howls.
Mm-hmm. And like we're staying behind.
I think
essentially.
we're acting as a rear guard rather than splitting off from the main group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn your die who made me roll a 2.
You just need Caligar to roll the perception check there.
Sorry. I think I accidentally hit disadvantage on that. Yeah. So it should be 24? Because one of those, the first roll was a 19.
Yeah. Okay. So as you guys are acting as the rear guard, you're moving through the woods. Calgary, you really seem to notice that it doesn't seem like the howls are getting any closer.
Okay.
But
Alright,
they are constant,
Mhm.
as almost a way to remind everyone that they're still right behind you.
Okay. I'm gonna, as we're running, I'm just gonna kind of shout to the rest of the group that these wolves don't seem to be, closing the distance. I think they're either tracking us or they're herding us to somewhere.
We still heading straight to Middenheim, or as best we can tell.
I think we're just kind of making a mad dash to the east.
In my days of battle, do I recall creatures always staying behind but trying to corral said prey?
With
You'd
an
know that
inside
it
of
wouldn't
12.
be it wouldn't be creatures. Like it's not a wild animal instinct to corral in this manner.
Could
It's
we
like
tell
three.
how far off the howling was, like roughly? Or is?
Intelligence check.
I'm not smart.
No. The way it's echoing through the trees, you can't really get a fix on how far back they are.
Okay. Would like to stealth a little bit further back from the party and say I'm gonna check it out and just really slowly kind of move in the direction of what I think is the closest howl, trying to be completely as quiet as I can with my 120 feet of dark sight.
Okay, and then also roll me a perception.
Just trying to get an eye on what we're dealing with. It's my stats, man. They're not good.
You rolled twice and choose which category bracket you want,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Yeah, this was the better set of the two
Shittier ones.
stats. Yeah.
Yep.
I had a 5 and a 7 on my other stat list.
Oof.
This one was just kind of all close to 10.
All close to 10 or not at 10?
Like above 10 but close to it.
Oh, jeez.
I didn't roll anything higher than a 14. Anyways.
So yeah, you hang back, and you probably hang back a good couple hours. You don't really notice anything as you're like trying to stare as far into the woods as you can. You think you see the occasional like flit of a shadow passing between trees, but nothing you can really make out.
Okay, I'm going to return to the group. I'm not going to push my luck, and I'm just going to say I see them moving in the trees, but they're not really moving in. But I couldn't get close enough to make out any detail.
Is
Yep.
there any wind right now? Like,
I don't fucking know.
I have an idea. I just don't want it to backfire.
Roll for wind.
I'm scared to ask, but what kind of idea?
There's a faint breeze coming out of the southeast.
So it's blowing back the way we came, or is it following us?
From relatively like that direction.
Okay, so it's just heading southward then. Okay. As a way to push the whatever's following us, to give us some breathing room, essentially. Is the forest like kind of dry?
Please don't try to burn the forest.
It's like, how quickly could I start a
I'm afraid
wildfire?
if you try to burn the forest, the wood elves will be really pissed.
Mr.
There's no
DM,
wood elves in Middenheim.
what is the punishment for burning down the national forest?
Depending on the forest, it could be really, really bad.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
There's
it,
definitely bad ones.
I'm not even joking about that.
Mhm. Oh, I know.
that is a question I'm gonna say fuck around and find out. To answer your question of how dry the forest is, it's still like mid to late spring. So it's been raining quite heavily the past couple months, especially since you're near the coast. So I'd say not.
Okay, yeah. So it would if I just started lighting fires everywhere.
Yeah, it's not necessarily like forest fire like burn half of Australia, but it is still a forest.
Yeah, because I'm not looking for anything massive. Just a decent fire.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be dry enough to get what you're thinking.
Okay.
So if we're being corralled and they're not closing from behind us, that means the trap's ahead of us.
Yeah, I think we're. Yeah. I have a feeling we're being tracked. If the army's behind, and unless they sent some very, very fast scouts or something ahead of us, then I think I may have been wrong about being corralled somewhere, but I think we are most definitely being tracked.
Yeah, but they'll know where the city is, and they know we're heading towards the city. So that means if they're corralling us, the trap's ahead of us.
Yeah, true, because we don't know anything about what we're actually going up against.
Well, I say we stop the rear guard and go out ahead of the group and see what happens. Not cutting and running, just if the fight's going to happen and they're not coming at us from the top and the bottom, they're just staying there. That means it's out ahead of us.
I'm just imagining Jurassic Park, not the tall grass, and the back of the group just gets wiped out.
Well, from what it seems like, there's trackers to the north, trackers to the south that could close on us if they wanted, but they aren't, which means, to me, they're ahead of us.
I agree
which
with
is
your plan.
a good point.
Let's go out in front.
You know,
I'm going to stay on the northern side of things. And I'm going to try to stay on the northern side of the group.
I'm always a big fan of, like the great thief guild, the Steve Miller Band said, take the money and run. I say we find a way out of this thing and just keep running.
We don't have any money. And also a paladin.
It's a metaphor for, like our lives are the money.
He is a coward, is what he's trying to explain.
I'm just saying I have goals, and my goal is not to die here in this forest.
Well, for now, let's get out ahead of the pack, ahead of the group of refugees. I'm still betting the trap is ahead of us. Where we go from there, we can decide later, but I think it's going to be ahead of
Yeah,
refugees.
I'm going to try to stay on the northern side of the front of the group. That way I'm as close to where the wolves are, just doing the front.
And DM, I'd be casting Pass Without a Trace on all of us as we're going out in front just to make us less noticeable.
Pass without a trace is anyone within, was it 30 feet, right?
30 feet.
30 feet of me, and for 1 hour.
Okay.
30 feet and for 1 hour. Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be so
stay
sneaky.
close.
Now there's two ways to roll this. Are we trying to be stealthy, or are we trying to not to be noticed or kind of blend in with the forest? Because those are two different kinds of checks.
Are they?
Well,
One is
I don't-
would be a group stealth check, and another would be a stealth check, but cusping the disadvantage aspect because you're trying to hurry. Just trying to be fair here, not.
I think we
Um,
just need to get out ahead first.
Honestly, I don't see the difference.
So I think I know what he's getting at. It's your travel speed. Are you trying to be stealthy, take your time, be cautious, in which case you're moving slowly? Are you moving at a regular pace, or are you trying to move quickly, in which case you'd have disadvantage for your perception?
Stealth, you mean?
I think the refugees are still fleeing, and we're still sticking with them. So if we go out ahead of them and then we slow down, they're going to run us over.
Well, you
So I
could
think-
technically. Here, we could technically be stealthy inside the crowd of the refugees. Not showing the enemy, oh, there's a guy there, and so forth and so on. Blend with the crowd.
I
I thought
kind
you
of.
wanted to protect the refugees.
Yes,
I mean,
protect.
if we're gonna fight, I'd prefer to not fight in the middle of a bunch of refugees where a wild crossbow bolt makes me more wanted than I may be in some cities.
I'm gonna throw it out there. I'm a shiny, slow dwarf. I don't really think I'm gonna blend in with these humans. So
You hide at belt buckle height.
And I'm also flying, so there's that.
All right, I'm going to make the decision. We're going to go out ahead of the troop
yeah.
and just kind of act as the scouting force. Just keeping pace,
agree
but
with
out
that.
ahead.
Okay. All right, so you guys get out ahead, and again, the calls and howls seem to follow you from all around. And then darkness starts to fall. And how many of you can actually see in the dark is the question.
I can.
I
I
can.
can.
I can see a little bit in the dark.
120 feet
Where
as,
is it?
as far as I could see with my brown beady eyes.
I also
I think
can see 120 feet
60 feet.
Who?
60 feet.
Yeah, I've got 60.
with my human eyes.
Who?
Okay, so you guys can see fairly well, but you're also stuck with a large group of humans who can't. So they go as far as they can, and they're at a point where they need to stop for a night and get some rest. And you feel safe enough knowing that what's chasing you isn't going to be chasing through the night. So as you stop for the night, say Caligar and Bertrand, you recognize that in the middle of the night, there are small groups of people that have maybe overheard your discussions on whether you should stay or leave the group, and they're taking their chances out in the woods on their own.
I didn't say such thing. I said I'm staying with the group, protecting them.
No, I'm pretty sure he's saying that they heard. Well, one, they could probably hear the wolves and things, but they're just trying to get away because they're scared of whatever's chasing us through the wolves and thinking that.
Yeah, I'm not saying like you in particular said that, but your group of party members have said maybe we're better on our own or leaving or going this whatever. So the way they're taking that is maybe they're not as safe with you in this large group, and they're going to try their chances out in the woods on their own.
Got it.
I mean, honestly, that's their mistake to make. I protect the people, but if they wish to not be under our protection, that's their choice. But I'll go with the group on what they choose.
Leave the Waziks to run through the trees. It's their, we can't help everybody.
Okay, and night passes. Nothing really comes out of it. Again, you still just hear the howls and the calling and all that through the nights. Seems like it's keeping a distance from you guys. And the next day, let's see here. Get you guys to roll a nature check for me.
I am perched into a tree.
This character is cursed. He better
just-
roll really good in combat, guys, because this is not looking good.
Or you are just cursed of rolling shitty stats.
So today, it's the new day. Tobias is able to recognize that the trees are starting to thin out a bit. So you know that you're getting closer to the edge of the forest. But one thing you do notice is that as you're going, say, another 2 miles through the woods, you're seeing that how am I saying this?
Drink.
Yeah, drink.
What are you trying to say?
What I'm trying to say is that you're finding bodies that have been nailed to the trees in front of you, and these bodies aren't just like pinned to the trees, but their arms and legs are stretched out. Their torsos have been cut vertically, and the skin on their torsos has been stretched out and cut into strips so that it looks like their body has been made into an 8-pointed star.
What the fuck?
I think I know who this is.
Ezekiel's gonna find a nice spot to vomit.
Let's give you guys a history check.
Now, is the torture very refined or is it very crude?
It's not so much. It looks like it was done in a hurry, is the best way I could describe it.
This torture was rushed.
It wasn't torture, but, well, I guess it could have been torture. I just don't know how long they would have lasted through it.
They were alive when it started.
I had a character. I do know who they are, but
I know you did,
Bertrand does not.
which is surprising.
I've been rolling pretty shitty for history.
Wait,
he's,
what did-
he's a little bird-brained. It's
What did I
okay.
get with a 20? What was the general? I missed part of that because I was telling Bear about the drinking game.
Yeah, he hasn't gotten to that part yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're
I'm
good.
just actually gonna look something up here real quick.
Azrael, if you ever need Warhammer lore, you could always ask me.
I'm right there with you, bud, and I've also got a whole wiki pulled up. I'm good.
That works too.
Fucking nerds.
She
Geek.
says as she plays a
Nerd
nerd game
is someone
with
that
us.
has the intelligence. I just have the obsession.
You're worse.
You're a nerd too. Nerd alert.
I go to
Bertrand,
parties.
Bertrand, it's familiar for you, but you can't quite place it. because you've never seen it done in such a manner. It's probably the best way I can describe it. Calgar, Ezekiel, Tobias, you know, either through personal experience or from stories you've heard of, that is the mark of chaos.
Be careful, Drengbrazi. We have Kazaki Doom.
Well, nothing to do but press on.
This stuff gives me the heebie-jeebies.
These people keep speaking in a weird language.
It's chaos. It's. I don't know who
Oh.
exactly,
Have you
but it's
never
chaos.
seen a Chaos Warrior or a Chaos Beastman?
No?
Not really.
Prepare for battle.
Like I said, nothing to do but keep moving. We're almost there.
I'm gonna give Cardinal just a little, like, as we're moving, a little brief history on the Chaos demons.
Fire away.
In
Just-
character.
Well, and I was
Yes.
a young man growing up and studying. We had to read, and there's tales of evil gods and people who worship them that are corrupted by the forces of chaos, and I believe there's a few different chaos gods, but I don't know who exactly they are. I don't think.
I see. So these are not good people.
No.
But
this
how
is-
widespread is this chaos faction?
I'm gonna leave that up to somebody who actually knows a little bit more Warhammer.
That sounds like a Bertrand question.
I didn't hear it. I was yawning.
How widespread is chaos?
Chaos can be all around the world in factions. In the Empire, it could be little factions generally, but majority of the chaos can be found in the northern wastes and the Badlands. Generally speaking, if we are... Ooh, I just thought of something. We could possibly be running into Chaos Beastmen.
Like those wolves, you mean?
Chaos Beastmen are bipedal creatures that, with the head of a minotaur and hooves,
Or a goat.
Or a goat.
Yep, just animal-headed in general, I think.
And they're very nasty creatures. You could
Are
also...
they intelligent?
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh, that was great.
Are you gonna start speaking
They're
in German now?
they're intelligent, but not highly intelligent. There's some also other chaos that you want to be aware of. If you see a creature flying in bright colors, you want to kill it immediately. There's
Okay.
also some, generally speaking, if there's disease around a village or people, that could be a mark of chaos of its own. Those can be very deadly if you're not careful.
I see. These beastmen, if they have a certain amount of intelligence, perhaps they're the ones chasing us, corralling
It's
the group.
possible, but it's hard to say.
Either they're going to engage us or not. We got to stick with the group and keep moving.
It's the Chaos Warriors you want to really worry about.
Okay.
Yep.
So then that whole conversation's happening as you're walking, and then
And
you
flying.
finally and flying. And you come through. The trees start to really thin out, and then before you know it, you're out to a wide, open clearing, and in front of you is what you see.
Ooh.
Welcome to the city of Middenheim,
Why
So-
is it
the
mid though?
Empire's great stronghold of man.
So in front of you, what you see is the city's built on a mountain that looks like a gigantic hand came down as a fist and smashed it flat. The walls of the mountain rise 500 feet up before it gets to the walls of the city, and the exterior of the city you can see is bristling with cannons. This is a city of warriors. It is a fortress, and is probably one of the most secure locations for hundreds of miles around. And as the refugees break through the forest cover, they all just start clamoring and cheering that they've made it to the city of the White Wolf, and they start running for the causeways, which are these long, curving ramps that lead up to each of the gates. As you make your way across this open fields, which is probably a good 500 feet of just open terrain itself, at the base of these ramps are a series of guards, and they're just herding people up the ramps saying, "You've made it to the city. The White Wolf will protect. If you are capable of fighting, inform the guards at the top." And they just keep repeating it over and over and over and over again.
We've been to the city before.
Roll history.
I mean, like as a group.
As a group, no.
Okay. All right. Now I'll urge the group to kind of lag behind and make sure our group of refugees makes it into the city, makes it up the ramps before we head in and get behind them.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for an imminent attack, either from within the group of people or from the edge of the forest, because I got a bad feeling.
Okay. Roll perception. Okay.
Mhm.
I am going to cast Divine Sense to see if there's any evil celestials or undead amongst the people.
Ooh. Specifically
it.
evil, like alignment?
Yeah, it's specifically labeled as alignment.
Nice.
Sorry, I got distracted by someone sending me a message. Say it again.
I am casting Divine Sense.
Can you put it in the chat window there?
If I could find it.
It should be under features, not anything else.
Well, that's actually detect good and evil. That's a whole different thing. Divine Sense is,
Celestial fiend or undead?
yeah,
You don't sense anything around you. Okay.
well, at least there's no fiends.
So the group that you guys are with makes it up. They all get past you. They're starting to make their way up the ramp to the city gate. And Cardinal, as you're watching out, you're seeing there are thousands of people pouring out of the woods, all making their way to the various gates You guys are coming in from the west, so you can see them. They're either going between the west gate, which you guys are coming into, or the south gate. But for now, it just seems like it's people.
I don't think we were the only group of people to get displaced. A lot of refugees.
I mean, there was a sea of black warriors in all directions heading our way, so I wouldn't doubt it.
Can I look for one of the guards that they said to let know if you were able-bodied, able to fight? And are there a lot of people? I'm just trying to gauge if there are a lot of people reporting as, eligible warriors and whatnot.
Roll a perception.
Come on.
Because I am in the air, may I make a perception check to see for this individual that is asking for able-bodied warriors?
Yeah, roll perception.
Character is cursed.
I mean, you're off to a great start.
A 12. I have a bird's eye view, literally. I see a door.
So as you're coming up, you don't notice anyone in particular. All you're seeing is this massive humanity trying to get through these massive stone doors. And again, you get to the top. Guards are just ushering you through. Still repeating, guards further in will direct you to a safe place. If you're competent fighters, they will tell you where to go.
It's like at Disneyland. Please follow the yellow rope past the fireworks.
Ezekiel, they're asking for you, competent fighters.
Well, I just wanted to gauge how many people were signing up to see how much we could charge, for our services.
I do a flyby of a smack against the head.
Hey, you can't fault the guy for wanting to make money.
With so many people in the city, the inns are going to be very expensive now, so we got to make some money.
There we are.
I find it funny that the shortest of you sees the best.
He's looking between everybody's legs, so he's got more open space.
I'm just ducking
It's called a
around
different
that
point of
way.
view.
I'm also a 3'5" owl who is flying, and the
Yeah,
dwarf sees
but you
all.
being short doesn't count because you're in the air.
You're not short,
I
you're
can
just
pick you up and
vertically
drop
challenged.
you.
Actually, can I pick you up? How much do you weigh?
I haven't done the math. Let me go look at my character sheet real quick.
The important questions are being asked right now.
I am dead serious.
How strong are you?
I'm 18.
Probably. I'm only 250 plus.
Yeah, I could lift. you,
Just off a rough.
but my wings will go overdrive. Like a hummingbird.
I was gonna say, become a hummingbird.
Hummingbird owl.
Significantly cooler bird. Oops.
Ori, what's the idea? You are not the gyrocopter!
Okay, so as you're getting to the top, you're trying to get through the gates. Calgar, you faintly hear coming from the edge of the woods, screaming. And shortly after that, you turn to look to see down at the edge of the woods to see what's happening. And as you do, the cannons on the wall all light off.
Sick sound effects.
Man, this Fantasy Plus app from Monument Studios sure is awesome.
The sound effects aren't from Monument Studios. The music was.
Don't ruin it.
They do
It
have
was such a
cannon fire.
good ad rule.
Yes, but not to the type I was looking for.
Hey, music's great too, man.
Ooh, I do hear the cannonballs just whizzing by though. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I guess as we're getting in, I would like to find that person that is looking for able-bodied fighters, or a guard or whoever the people are supposed to report to, and approach and ask about compensation.
Actually, I am going to fly along the rampart of where we just came from and hurrying citizens and also being a wall against thy enemy.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What are we rolling for?
You're not rolling for anything because you're flying.
Oh,
Okay, because as the cannons
That's
open
awesome.
fire, the crowd around you just suddenly becomes very panicked, and they start shoving and forcing their way into the city, and the guards have lost all control. And as that sea of humanity rushes forward, Ezekiel gets knocked off his feet.
that's actually a real life terror. Crowd panic.
I'm going. Am I next to Ezekiel?
I'd
Or
assume
where
you're
he
all
needs to
very
be?
rather close together.
Okay, I'm going to do my best to half shield him and also get him back on his feet before he gets trampled to death by the rampaging crowd.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's how his level 5 character dies.
I'll gladly
Give
reroll a new
me
character.
Let's do a strength test.
I welcome
Strength
the
check.
opportunity to roll worse.
I'm
I can see it happen.
Am I making the strength, or is Shaw?
Calgar.
Calgar.
I'm giving guidance to him.
Sorry, say it again.
She's
Guidance?
wanting to guidance, which I don't think is going to help us Evan much.
All
I
right,
mean,
roll the
you
d4.
could roll 3 and hit 10, so that could help.
Just try.
Nope.
2.
So you're trying to get him back on his feet, but you just keep getting hit and shoved and jostled by the swarm of people around you. So you don't really get him to his feet, but you're kind of like he's halfway up, kind of like staggering forward. Because as you're going through, you're starting to hear that these massive, like 6-foot thick stone doors, there's a grinding sound as they're starting to close.
And we're
And
still on the outside of these doors, right?
you're at a point now where you're starting to get through. And as you get through, you're one of the last people to get through, and the doors close with that resounding, like that boom you feel in your chest. And you turn around to look behind you, and you notice there's blood just seeping from the bottom of the door of people that did not make it through.
Gooey.
Were they attacked or?
No,
No,
they
they
were
got crushed by the door.
Oh,
I'm going to fly up and over the wall, but also brandishing my symbol of, canals. symbol so that I don't get shot.
Were the Beastmasters so close behind us, or were they still a ways away?
Because I was flying up in there, can I see what type of enemy is coming through the forest?
Buddies, what
roll a
question?
perception.
For distance wise, he said the field was about 500 feet, so we're
Never
roughly
mind.
550 ish at this point, away from the enemy.
I was just trying to hurry bodies through.
Yeah, you saw in like the chaos of everything, you see the enemy starting to break through the trees, but you're not really focused on figuring out what they are. You're more focused on getting either people through the gate or getting through the gate yourself.
I'd like to try to look around for like some stairs or something up to the top of the wall where the cannons are.
I love the map.
Yes, this is awesome.
The stairs are a ways off, but as you're coming through, like there is, it's one of the guards. It looks like he's standing on, like a couple barrels that are close together, and just ushering civilians through, saying, "Civilians head to the Great Park, warriors head to the." I want to make sure I got the right name here. The Square of Marshals. Which, if you're looking for it on the map, is there.
Got it.
It's the square. Nice.
Ooh. Well,
Does
if
our
we
group have a name yet? Probably should have talked about that. All right, nameless group. I think we should head to the square. See what happens. See what's happening. See how we can make some money. What do you think?
If anybody knows what's going on, it's gonna be there. Let us go.
Hey, I think we follow the money, and that's where the money will be.
Do any of
Why
you
are you
yell
guys
that
so
up into
obsessed
the
with the
air?
money?
Hey, we're going this way to Bertrand.
Yeah.
I wave at you just to signal you to come down. And then we tell you.
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to yell a little bit louder. I cannot hear you.
Stop it.
If I scream into this mic at this hour,
Roll performance.
We'll say that Bertrand's keeping a close enough eye on his group that when he sees them waving to move on, he's picking up on the idea that he's going to go with them.
I mean, the alternative was to shoot him out of the sky, which, you know.
I mean, I think it'd be funny, so if you want to shoot at him, go right ahead.
Alright, I'm guiding him up the butt.
Seriously?
I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, so you guys aren't very familiar with the city. One of the guards, you approach him, ask how you get to the square. Tells you head to the Great Park, turn north, which makes it very easy to figure out.
I beg to differ. I'm very familiar to the city.
Okay, fine. You're familiar with the city, so you know exactly where the Square of Marshall is. You can lead the way.
Little people, follow me.
Follow him.
Do you have control over the token?
Yes.
Okay. Take whatever path you want to get to the square with.
That's a pretty token picture, too.
Yeah, this is all really cool.
Bertrand, where are we going?
We're gonna make a left in 3, 2, 1, now. And then we keep following this road all the way till we hit another building at the dead end and make a quick right.
Detailed descriptions. I like it.
I am Sir Bertrand. I have to be detailed.
Okay, so let's say it takes you probably about
With a
20
crowd
minutes
like
of.
this, it would be 30 minutes or more.
Well, once they're heading to the Great Parks, once you split off to go to the north, say it takes you about 20 minutes because you're not walking the whole way there. Like you're running at a decent pace.
I perch on Calgar's shoulder and point him in the direction of where to go.
He has perched
Okay.
on the shoulders of the stunty one. Okay.
Two
So,
gnomes
now
and
Bertrand is head height with
jacket.
everybody else.
Or a dwarf and an Alvin in a trench coat.
No, your other left. Wait, no. Shoot. You know what? Screw it. I will just pick you up and go.
By Grundy, I'm gonna make you into dinner.
okay, so when you finally make it to the square of marshals, there is still a sizable group of people there.
Never mind. I don't lift him.
You have a sizable group of people. Some of them are civilians who have seemingly gone there because they know it should be secure. They feel a little more safe there. There are scattered groups of city guard around as well. But you do notice 3 men that are standing more central in the plaza that seem to be the ones that are in charge.
I'd like
All right,
to.
Calgar, lead us off.
And they are truly fancy dressed.
I'd like to approach and say, gentlemen, Ezekiel von Mildenstein of the von Mildenstein family, and these are my von Mildenstein's mercenaries. We would like to join your cause in this battle for just the paltry compensation.
I am Sir Bertrand of Canals of Bretonia. I am here to support you.
Tobias will just point over and say, "That's the cardinal."
The one on the left steps forward, says, "My name is Maximilian von Genscher, Marshal of the City Garrison. You say you want to help for compensation. Is living not compensation enough?"
Can you repeat that last half?
He says that you want to help defend the city, but you're asking for compensation. Is living not compensation enough?
Living is perfectly fine for me, at least. I can't say what these degenerates
My good
Say-
sir,
But my noble steed here, as I slap Calgar, he will perfectly accept.
I give you a very pointed stare. And just my face is just dripping, just not quite disgust, but very, very much just contempt.
Living's fine, but without the finer things in life, what's the point?
my good sir, we are cut above the common rabble that you're going to arm with spears here. We come with our own weapons and skills, and are quite highly touted as mercenaries. It would be a great boon for us to operate at our efficient and normal capacity, which is usually motivated by compensation.
Roll persuasion.
Alrighty. Where am I?
Hey, Caligar, have you heard of this fun little practice called tarring and feathering?
This sounds
Still a
perfect.
13.
13 is actually very good for a level 5. Keep that in mind. We are low level, and low rolls above a 10 are significantly good,
Are they though?
depending on the DM.
Yes, depending on the DM. um, the look on his face is clear. Like, he's dealt with bullshitters before, and he knows you're trying to blow smoke up his ass. So he just simply asks, "How much?"
Tobias just looks at Ezekiel.
No, not you. Ezekiel, Mr. Mouthpiece here, in charge of your fine band of mercenaries. How much?
$100 a person. 500 gold total. 5 of us.
50.
60,
I
and
would
you got a
take it.
deal.
45.
He's just gonna keep going
50's
lower.
good.
40.
We'll take it.
That's what I thought.
Sir, you do not need to compensate gold to me. I am perfectly fine for fighting for the living.
We'll take his share.
No, they
What?
won't. You can keep thy share.
DM, quick question. We never really established it in my backstory, but is this my city where I came from, or was it one of the other cities? Or
No,
does it not-
yours was Marienburg.
Marienburg. Okay.
Ooh,
Which one was mine?
Marienburg.
Was
Altdorf?
it also Altdorf? Oh, just south of here.
Yeah. The capital of the empire is where you came from.
You guys got cities?
Am
Damn.
I the only one who knows which city he came from?
Oh, I know what they're talking about.
Okay, so now that that's settled, the marshals look at each other, and one gives a brief nod. Say it's Albrecht, the one that stands on the right. And it seems they're in agreement without even actually having said anything between them. And Maximilian points off to the west and says, "We don't need fighters on the walls right now. Our walls are fairly secure. What we need are lines of defense further in. And one of the most important things we need defended right now is the Temple of Sigmar. There are artifacts in there that, if they fell into the hands of the enemy, would be disastrous for the world."
Temple. I can defend that.
We'll take care of it. It'll be money well spent on your part.
Okay, so they nod, and again he says, like I said, head to the west. You're going to want to talk to the High Capitular of Northern when you get there. His name, I just need to pull it up here. Before you can get the name out for you, though, you hear horns coming from the northeast. And as you get to that third round, it just cuts off, and his face goes white. And the two other marshals turn, and every soldier that's around them, they start screaming orders to get to the northeast. And Maximilian turns back to you and says, "Get to the temple, now."
All right. We'll head to the temple.
Yep.
What?
He says that I'm going to take off as fast as my short little legs can carry me to said temple. And I am just like look of utter glee on my face at the prospect of being able to get into a fight.
Okay. So here you're starting to run through the city streets. As you're going through, you're passing the main thoroughfares, and from distances you can see that there are massive groups of armed fighters coming through carrying torches. You figure that your best bet is to take the side streets, go through the alleys. So pretty much what I want you guys to do here is you're gonna make your way through this map until you get to the northeast corner.
Northeast? I thought we were headed to the temple. Oh, or just northeast of this map.
Northeast of this map,
Yeah, northeast corner of the map. Yeah. Uh,
All right, Bertrand, you know the
And then-
city, right?
Is this? Oh, I can't ping. Is this first space that we're at, is this a main road to our right? Or would this be an alley?
no,
It'd be
all
an
of
alley.
this
Like
is,
you'd have,
connecting alleyways.
yeah, you'd have buildings off to the side just past that wall on your
Okay.
left.
Yeah, you know how like there's like a main road in town that's very obviously the big main road, and then you have all the like little neighborhood roads. These are the little neighborhood roads. They're all just connected together.
I rolled an 18 for survival to navigate us through the alleyways.
Is it nighttime or is it daytime right now?
It's nighttime now.
It's daytime. Oh, is it nighttime? Okay.
Is it? Hold on a sec.
Sorry, my. No, I was thinking of when I asked earlier, and we hadn't reached the city yet, so that was my bad. You're good.
Is anybody particularly perceptive? Good at spotting enemies?
Yes. Yes, I am.
How it should be dark.
Please don't let me lead
Yeah,
the
it's
way.
dark. I think I can only see the lights. I got dark vision.
Okay.
I'm only good at two things. Talking and stealth.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Where are we going?
Just
now?
remember
I'd like
that-
to be towards the.
Just keep in mind that if you hold Q and move the mouse, you can peek around corners.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
that is
pull
a thing.
back. I'm gonna wave back, what's his name? The dwarf. To get behind the corner.
Yeah, Caligar.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so if you actually press the Q button, it says in chat, "I'm leaning."
Yeah, it sends me a message.
And I
Gotcha.
can say to the rest, there is a group of people heading
Regular?
down this way.
Regular
Bad
people?
I
people
don't
or
know. They looked armed. I don't know. I didn't stand and stare.
Alright, I'll back off.
There's 4 at least that I saw. They are armed with swords and shields.
Did they look?
Do we hear them walking through the
Back,
street
back,
or
back,
talking?
back,
I
back,
would
back,
not
back, back,
suggest
back, back.
going up and saying hi.
Oh.
So where the hell's Calgar?
Were
you- were you trying to stay closer with the
I
group?
didn't. I was trying to get up the front. Yeah. Just I just wasn't fast enough to move the token.
Okay.
He's got short legs.
Yeah.
I'm also 30 feet in the air.
Oh yeah, that is a thing. I am slower than everybody else.
Okay, so as you're getting up to that corner, Bertrand, you can see the glow of the torch as it's moving towards the group. But at 30 feet, it's harder for you to let the group know since you're so far away.
Say that again?
Right? You said you're 30 feet up?
You see
Yeah.
the torchlight come. Yeah. Yeah, you see the torchlight coming, but you're so far away you can't quietly let the rest of us know.
Hoot hoot.
Is what's going on.
Who?
But between Caligar, Cardinal, Bertrand, you see the torch, but you also hear their movement. And they seem to be having just a good old time.
In a bad way, as in killing folks.
In what killed them?
Yes.
Yeah, no, they're not
Yes.
nice people.
They're not they're like you can hear them joking about like the throat they cut or the head they lopped off or how that person screamed as they slaughtered their whole family.
Alright, with a look of glee, I'm pulling out my hammer and getting closer towards the end of the alleyway.
Is there a spot where I feel I could hide and pop out and get a surprise shot on somebody? Even if it takes me a roll of like stealth to get there.
Roll stealth.
But
Since he's wrote that picture, what did you use to do the map?
Dungeon Alchemist.
oh, I'm so sneaky.
Nice. Also, yeah, these maps are awesome.
Let's go.
So, on that note, with Bertrand yelling out for the lady, charge.
Up in the air.
Yeah. Roll initiative.
Wait, really?
You didn't catch?
You didn't catch it, and
No, I didn't catch that part. No.
and anybody who knows Bretonians should know better.
Yeah, Bretonians are the paladin of lawful stupid.
Oh, right, I remember.
Well, at least my character is following me, and
Oh,
with that nice
shit.
low initiative roll.
With Bertrand yelling, did I still make my sneaky spot?
I mean, technically, they could only just see me because I'm up 30 feet in the air. They
I think the problem
might not
is
see
that
you.
I think the problem is that you made a lot of noise, and they're probably gonna look around the corner anyway.
Well, it just depends on how shitty their perception is.
I was going to give you guys a surprise up until Bertrand screamed his charge.
Great.
Oh. I had multiple music going.
You had to unpause.
Okay, and the first one that goes is the one carrying the torch.
Who did we lose?
We lost Tobias. He's even off camera too.
Alright, so you're 30 feet
typing.
up. So he's going for the first person he can see on the ground.
Yeah, his internet blipped.
I did see it. It worked. I chose not to use that. Just, you know.
Okay.
God, not the civilized bandits.
Is it showing you the names?
Yeah, it is. Guard bandit number 6, civilized number 2.
It would help if I actually looked to see what these guys do.
What makes it him?
Or as I like to
civilized?
call it, Timothy.
Timofey.
He's just gonna move over and cut off your escape. He's gonna dodge.
Did not mean to do that. My bad.
So he missed. He's gonna take a crossbow shot at the little dude that's flying.
Question:
Answer.
how are you running the inspiration die? Is it the same as my game?
What do you do again?
Reroll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's a
Ziggy,
shot that
are
goes
you
wide.
Not the racist bandit, or he's going to die first.
And we'll take a shot at Cardinal.
That motherfucker.
Hey, we gotta spread the love. There's a lot of them.
It's the fucking racist bandit, dude.
I can't see who you're attacking.
Yeah, me neither. I can't see your attacks. I can't see who you're attacking.
Are you rolling it in secret?
Yeah, I don't like actually rolling in public.
No, that's fine.
I'll tell you guys who's getting
attacked.
attacked. And then we have Cardinal.
Okay, where's the one that shot me? This guy? That guy. Okay. Hey, Frankie's back.
Yes.
I am going to... No, hold on a second. Oh, I'll wait for him. I'm gonna cast a hold person. No, I'm just gonna fucking get up here and cast inflict wounds on this guy. Hear me. I'm gonna grab him, and as I do, I'm gonna pull on the metals within his blood and draw them out to try and injure him. And it's a natural 1.
Bravo.
Thank you. Bonus action. What do I have? Nothing much, actually. Not gonna do much. Can I move around? No. Yes?
Yeah.
I'll move here. Thank you.
Then we got Zeke.
So let's see. I'm going to cunning action disengage. Gonna move way back here, pull out my crossbow, and shoot this guy right here. There we go. I get advantage because he's within melee combat with Alton, and I'm a rogue in, right?
Altan. Who's Altan?
Or Rotnerari. Rotnerari.
Just call me Cardinal. You
Not
Ferrari.
advantage, but you do get your sneak attack.
Okay.
And a
Deal an
boy.
extra +1d6.
I think you should be more than that. You're level 5 rogue.
You never said he
You
was
should
level
have,
5
like-
rogue.
I just said I'm a
You
rogue.
should have a feature oh my god, dude. Of course you did.
Okay. Your crossbow bolt hits like center of the chest, and there's a loud, like, sickening crunch to it. He's still on his feet.
Ooh. Okay. I am my turn. Oh no.
Unbiased bandit.
He's gonna run up and hit Cardinal with the sword. And he missed. And Bertrand.
I'm going to fly down the 30 feet, so that would be exactly my movement of the ground level. And I am going to swing once into the enemy. I believe a 25 does hit.
Mm-hmm.
You shall perish, you evildoer.
Okay, so he dies and his torch drops to the ground, still illuminating the alleyway.
Can I stomp on it as my second action?
I'd say it'd actually be a free action to extinguish it if you want.
Yeah. I would like that. Because the majority of the party can see in the dark. Correct?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think we
it's-
all can.
Yes.
Yes, that I would like to do.
It's not letting me select that dude. Hold on a second.
Would it do free movement for a second, maybe?
No, I didn't do it.
It might just be that it's in, like, initiative or something.
There, problem solved.
Yes.
You might not have it on repeat this time around.
No, it says
I
it's on
still
repeat
hear
as
it.
well.
Yeah, it just came back for me
There
a
it goes.
second ago.
Alright. I can't move. Can't. It's still my turn, I think. Yep, that's my turn.
Okay, Calgar.
Oh, that's 25 feet of movement. 5 feet doesn't sound like a lot, but All right, I'm going to rush up and sing. I don't know. You just put out the light, so I guess I won't make fires. I'm just gonna smack this bandit next to me. I'm gonna smash him in his head.
Yes, I won't commit arson. Damn.
I mean, I hope that hits.
Yep, it hits. Go ahead.
Okay, and as I start to swing, you guys see a energy of light coming out of my hand that flows up into my hammerhead as it hits. And I'm going to go for another one.
Interesting. Oh, damn.
That one missed.
That one missed.
Okay. And bonus action, I'm going to... Where is it? Yeah, bonus action, I'm going to Guardian Armor, Defensive Field. And I get 5 temporary HP. And that's my turn. So you guys just see a rune on my chest glow, and look like I get just a little bit more firm in my stance.
Okay, I put the temporary HP into your character sheet there for you.
Thank you.
So I think that's where it goes.
What makes him
Huh?
rosy?
It's just one of the mods I have puts out identifiers in front of them all.
I know that's nice, but improv it. What makes him rosy? Richter. Me.
He's just having a blast.
His apples of his cheeks are really red.
Sure. He found the storehouse before the fight began. He got a little toasty. He's coming in to hit Cardinal.
Why did I take it? Sword
He
house
missed.
cleric.
And then we have Tobias.
I'm gonna back up a little bit. And that means when I back up a little bit, that means I'm out of the light, right?
If you go one more square, you'll actually be in darkness.
Okay. Then I get advantage attacking people still in the light, right? Or as anyone I can see.
Anyone you can see, they can't see you.
Okay. All right. First, I'm gonna target this guy over here, assuming he's not behind cover, whatever that thing is.
I'd say it's gonna be cover, so you're gonna be at -2 to hit.
Oh well, I'll target someone else. I'll target the next guy.
Sure. You hit him.
All right.
The lovely bandit.
That shot takes him high in the left shoulder. Get an audible grunt of pain. He's still going.
All right, I'm gonna fire again.
Yep, you hit. And that punched him off his feet. How does he die?
He seems surprised to take the first arrow, and then when he sees the arrow flying through the light, he just knows it's over. All right, and then I'm going to action surge. And I'm going to target the next guy.
How does he die?
He has just watched 2 arrows fly past him. And he just doesn't see the third come right for his head. And then I'm going to... And sorry, I missed it when I disconnected. The guys over here to the right in the alley, they're still coming. Are they coming our way, or are they just moving down the alley?
As you backed up, you see like how they're running. They were trying to come around and flank you guys.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to target this one guy, and I'm going to hit him with grasping arrow. Wait, I have to hit him first. I'm going to fire at him. $27.
Yep, hits.
Normal damage. And then I'm going to also do grasping arrow. Something's getting weird for me.
Is it shaped like a hand?
So it takes an extra d6 poison damage.
There we go. All right. 2d6 poison. So he takes an extra 10 poison.
Okay, and he's actually going to use a reaction at that point. This is just funny.
And then
hold on one sec.
Sure.
Because the poison hits him, and he turns and hacks down the guy beside him.
I'm sorry, he does what?
As he got hit with the arrow, he turns to his side and attacks his buddy.
Why?
He's an angry man.
So for the last shot, dark black brambles come out of the ground and just grab him. And basically, he loses 10 feet of movement right off the top. And if he moves, he takes 2d6 slashing damage. Or he can use a DC 13 athletics check to get rid of the brambles.
Yep.
And that is my turn.
And then we're back up at the top. He's coming in, gonna take a slash at Bertrand with his great axe. That's it for him.
Ow!
Tobias, go ahead and roll your 2d6 slashing damage.
And he loses 10 feet of movement as well.
Okay, as he starts to run towards the direction the arrows came, he just is completely ignorant of the thorns as they dig into every exposed piece of flesh, and one of them rips through the groin and just severs the femoral artery. He just collapses, bleeding to death.
I had something happen to a character once, but it kind of ripped his heart out instead.
Too soon, dude. Too soon. He's gonna get a nice little flank on Caligar here, and he's gonna swing with that great axe. Oh, and that's a crit.
Oh no.
That one hit hard. Then we got Cardinal.
I want to hit hard. Oh, come on. Question. If I want to upcast Word of Radiance, is that possible? I couldn't find anything about it. It's a cantrip.
Word of Radiance?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think no, because once you get it levels up as you go up in levels, right? So level 5, instead of doing 1d6, you do 2d6.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna upcast that. Fuck it, I'm gonna cast Sleep. Give some nap time, because that's my only area of effect.
I mean, that's going to be really nice.
Give them a nice little nap, so we can murder them.
Alright, so 35. Let's see what we got here.
I'm basically gonna pull the blood from their head to knock them unconscious into dreamland, as it were.
Do me a. Let me just
Right.
scroll here. Starting with the creature that has the lowest current hit point. Okay. So the bandit right in front of you, his eyes shut, and he just keels over and passes out. Everyone else, they're standing firm. They blink a little bit, but they're not so sleepy.
Each creature's hit points from their total. Okay, so I only hit one guy. Got it. Bonus action. Let me see. I'm gonna cast can't do that. Never mind. I'm gonna move over to this side. I think that guy gets an attack of whatchamacallit.
Yeah, one of them's gonna get an attack of opportunity against you.
He's sleeping, but if I move here,
you'd have to go around. Like, you can't move through enemies, right? So if you went down through Caligar, then the top guy would get an attack. If you went around the guy that's if you went north, then the bottom guy would get an attack.
okay, I'll stay there. Fuck. Somebody kill his people. They're annoying.
Zeke.
I'm going to pat Tobias on the shoulder. Be like, this guy's all yours. And run up behind this baddie here. Take a stibbity stab with my... What is this? Previous roll of rapier has not been completed.
Yeah, I was getting that before. I think undo or something.
Discard previous.
Discard previous.
It's because you clicked rapier once before, but you didn't finish the roll. So now it's saying, well, you've done this multiple times. What are we doing?
Gotcha. Okay, so I get advantage because I'm flanking?
Yep. This is why I love the 3.0 D&D 5e, because it factors all that in automatically. It's fantastic.
Perfect. And I get a +1 because reasons. I'm using my rapier. Oh, that sucks. I'm going to...
Did you not do the thing with it to make it the thing?
I did. But that was... I rolled with advantage, and I got a 6, and I still did the +1, and it just wasn't good.
Okay.
I think. I don't get anything. Double check.
Yeah, it just makes it... Okay.
Yeah, it just gets a +1 on top of if I'm proficient or not.
Yep.
Well, shoot. I'm going to decide, nah, I don't want to be here. And I'm going to cunning action, disengage, and move back 5 feet. Yeah.
He is sleepy. Is there anything...
You want me to read out the sleep spell for you?
Oh, I found it here. I'm just looking at it. Is he going to save against it, or... No, he's just asleep.
Nah,
Somebody
he's
has to
just
slap
asleep
him or wake him
until
or
someone else
something.
wakes him up.
Yeah, he's having a right good nap. Bertrand.
Right. I am going to attack the gentleman who... Actually, not gentleman. The enemy who struck thy. But I am going to move on the opposite side.
Oh, I just left of what's his name? Would he like an attack of opportunity?
Oh, you want to go there as opposed to one down?
No, I'll go down.
Okay.
So that I can attack both.
How hurt is he looking?
You barely scratched him.
Damn it, you fucking twos. Alright.
Who?
You should be glad that you rolled a 2 instead of a 3.
Why?
Because that extra attack that happens is when he gets under 50%. If you rolled one more, that would have triggered that. He would have hit you back.
Really?
Yep.
Do I get my channel divinities back on a short rest?
Channel divinity, I think it's short rest.
Yeah.
Shorter long rest, yep.
Never mind. I'll save it because I don't know how many more enemies we're gonna find.
Mr. Ironforge.
Question. If I tried to pull Cardinal out from there and like pulled them down 1 square, would that be like an action or a bonus action or what?
That would be an action.
Okay, that's what I thought. Getting in the way of my spells.
What do you want to cast? Is it a fire thing? Just do it.
I mean, I have a couple different spells that would work, but they both do the same damage. But you just happen to be in the way of them if I want to hit all
I'm a
3 of
cleric.
those
I
guys.
can heal myself. Just get it. Do it. Oh, you're hitting the one that's asleep as well.
Yeah.
Up
Well,
to you. It's your choice. You go crazy.
alright, I'm gonna do a thunder wave. Yeah, there's no way I can aim this to not hit you. So they need to make a con save or take 11 damage. Alright, you passed. You're good.
You could say a rock solid constitution.
So the 2 Marauders will take their
Alright.
reactions.
They also get
Um,
knocked back 10 feet.
10 feet, yes. Oh, this is so fitting. I love it.
I'd like to think the guy on the right just like rolled through what was left of his buddies.
Alright, so the bottom one takes his attack first. And he crits the guy that's on the ground. And just fucking cuts him in half.
I don't like
And
this.
then
The guy that
and
was sleeping got
I like this a
fucking
lot.
murdered.
I don't like people that attack their own people, because then the things controlling the people are worse.
then the one above hits the guy below him, and just his axe buries, like, comes in from the head and splits him down. The axe pretty much just jams in the middle of his torso, and then like the top half of his body kind of like splits open.
Insanity.
Makes a terrible squelching sound.
So yeah. So I'll show you the, like, this is the feature that happened. Oh, it's not putting it up. Let me give me a sec.
And I'm also going to, again, Guardian Armor. For that extra 5 HP.
All right. Do you know where to? Okay, I got it in there. Good. Perfect.
Yep, blue number. And with that, I'm just gonna turn around and just like, no words, just scream in this guy's face. Angry dwarf.
All right. Well, Buddy is just drenched in blood, pissed that you. He's not really pissed. He's still having a great time. But he wants a bit of vengeance on the dwarf.
Good, now he's really rosy. The blood really brings out the blush.
And we got Tobias.
All right, I'm gonna aim at the guy coming at me at the alley. He can't see me, correct?
Correct.
All right, 2 longbow shots. Well, assuming I need 2. First one. And then if he's still up, second one.
How does he die?
The guy thinks he's being sneaky coming in through the dark. I take one shot at his leg, put him down on his knees, and then the second straight center chest. And I just look back up at the alley, happy, pleased with myself. That's my turn.
Okay, so this guy is going to take a hack at the dwarf because flanking is fun. And then we're on to Cardinal.
Flanking is fun. You're right. That's not what I want to do. Stop selecting everybody. I'm gonna go here. And more pick. I get advantage, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm so tired. 5 damage. Ew. Yeah, I think that's all I got. Bonus action. How's everybody looking health point wise?
I'm looking peachy.
Completely fine.
You're probably fine.
I've taken some hits. I'm like still in the fight, but I'm not in top shape.
Gotcha.
I'm going to walk up 5 feet. Give her the old stabberoonie. I get advantage, right? Because Caligar.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Plus an extra 1d6 for sneak attack.
Yep. And he's going to take his reaction. He's going to hit you back.
I'll hellish rebuke that. Dex save for takes 17.
He saves like a champ.
Half as much on a successful save, so he still takes 8.
Yeah, it automatically put the damage through.
I'm going to... Oh, I can't. Wait, that used my reaction, so I'm going to bonus action, cunning action, disengage, and step away again. My turn.
Bertrand. Those two guys beside you are looking pretty rough.
Oh, Birdie, kill them.
I am going to continue hacking and slashing thy enemy.
How do I turn off the pop-up thing when I select an action?
What pop-up thing?
Each time Okay, so my UI is shown, it's set like a video game for me, where I see my character and then my weapon and spells and whatnot.
You mean the Argon thing?
Yeah, but each time I hit my longsword, a pop-up shows up, like right next to my mouse, and I have to keep dragging it up so I could select my action. Like if it's normal.
What is the pop-up about?
I'll never mind. I'll continue what I'm doing. I'll just show it to you when we're done for the night.
Yeah, I don't use Argon, so I've never seen it before.
Thy enemy is going to perish.
How does he die?
He is just going to fly up in the air and at Mach 2 to bring down thy sword and split the enemy in half, bananing, peeling him.
Cool. So that's your first attack, right?
Yes.
And then my second attack will be the evildoer to the south.
Holy shit.
Dude, you forgot to turn off the
I am-
cheats.
As soon as my first attack landed at the ground, I am going to bring my sword up and over Kelgar and slice the enemy's head clean off.
Yeah. Apparently, one thing I forgot to factor into these fights is Hunter rolling like a motherfucker. Alright, so that's that group done.
Is there any more enemies in the vicinity? Or that? Well, probably, but in Bird's view.
Not that you can see from there.
I'm going to move 30 feet. Never mind, it's free movement. Haha.
Richter, buddy, I'm gonna have to tap out.
She's getting sleepy.
I got 2 hours. I got 2 hours of sleep to catch before I gotta wake up and get ready. So
Yeah, no, absolutely. Tap out. I'll bring your person along so you don't get left behind.
I'm just here. I'll heal whoever's injured with the cure wounds and just hit stuff. But thank you for running the game. It's very nice, and I will see you next week. Bye.
See you later.
Have a good night. Or good morning.
Bye, Fox.
Bye, Fox.
I looked in the window.
So you guys are just running off already?
No, I was gonna run down this alley, look to see if there's anyone else coming,
Quick loot.
and then if there's no one else coming, I'll roll these 3 guys for money, arrows, and booze. Good booze, I should say. Good booze.
Well, I'm not tracking ammunition because experience from Richter, it is a pain in the ass. So as long as you have at least a bundle of arrows there, you're set. If you're using
Okay.
magic ammo, then we'll track that. But
Regular
Heck.
arrows, you don't really need to.
yeah, because it's
But with
you keep track of the amount of arrows that you fired, and then at the end of the combat, you get half of those back, which then you have to go and do manually. So it's just a pain in the ass.
But with Richter, I keep track. Because how stupid that character is.
Yeah, except I have 168 crossbow bolts down from like the 190, and it's taken like months to get to that point. Anyways, so you're going through, you find a couple hand axes, couple great axes, couple scimitars, but like it's all very shoddy workmanship.
Crude.
It's all very, very much crap out.
And you find 96 copper.
Woo!
26 copper.
Is there anything in the way of healing stuff?
No. They're not here to heal.
Mm-hmm.
And
You're only here to rape, pillage, and kill.
and less so on the rape side as well. Like they're more just
Yeah,
like
they're
with how they
just-
were slaughtering each other, you can tell they're there for the bloodbath.
Would I recognize a particular deity that they follow that they were wearing, say, skulls?
Let's say roll a.
Blood for the blood god, bone for the bone throne.
That's a 22 history.
That's one of the only
Where's-
things I know about 40 or Warhammer.
It could be history or insight. Up to you.
I mean, both works either way. There's no marks on them.
History's better.
Yeah, there's no discernible marks or nothing they're wearing would hint towards any god of worship.
Okay. Just crazed lunatics.
Well, if you went with the history, yeah, we'll stick with that. Okay, so from Cardinal, does anyone want a heal?
Yeah.
Yes. Very much so.
I do
After-
not. I'm perfectly fine.
After that last smack.
So what are the two of you at?
I'm right here.
Oh, I see you. I mean, health-wise.
Oh, I'm at 23 out of 38.
22 of 44. I'm at exactly half. And as we're out of combat, I'm going to again use my guardian thing for another 5 HP, because if I hadn't used it in that fight, I'd be at 12.
Good there. What more?
I'm good there.
I'll be right here. I don't want to use up all of her spells.
How did they get in the city so quickly?
That is the question, isn't it?
The sewers, I'm assuming. Out of character.
Let's keep moving. We're not there yet. Where are we gonna go?
I say we turn right.
Okay.
You
Sneak up
guys,
to the corner.
I'm
Take a peek
whispering.
around.
I am whispering. You guys go right, I will go straight.
No, we should stick together.
Fine.
And then I'll just keep moving up,
I'm back 30 feet in the air.
corner to corner. Until I see anything. And then I don't think I'm in the light here. I moved up. I'm just out of the light. And I'll just point at the guys and just kind of point back to our group and go shh.
I'm gonna step behind Tobias here.
And these look like this bandits again, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take a shot right at the guy with the torch.
If I see
tried
him
to hold a spell.
if I see him taking a shot, I will step next to him and take a shot as well.
Okay.
And then would I be able to hold a spell for whenever they're about to shoot, since they're letting off?
Well, I'm gonna do this as like we're gonna roll initiative for it, and you guys are gonna get surprised, so you get a full round before they get to do anything.
Oh,
Nice. Of course I got it now, which is, I mean, I won't. Blah, 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 blah. I don't mind starting earlier. Wait, how many of us just got 20s on the initiative? Wait, no,
I
no.
think
I
Definitely not
did,
me.
and then Bertrand did, and then
I
I
think
thought
that's my
I
fourth
thought Booty did, but he
20
got a
for
19.
the night.
Yeah, you gotta fuck off with that. All right, so Bertrand's up first.
Now, were they able to do their shot off first before I go Leroy?
No, this is a surprise
You're
round.
all happening at the same time. It's all surprise.
For the lady and the lake. Wait.
For the lady
that might be
and the
wrong.
lake. Or do you mean the lady of the lake?
like Arthurian legend?
Yes.
That was a brain fart. So, drink.
Drink.
For the lady of the lake, charge! The game is unpaused. Thank you.
I don't know what you're talking about. The game is totally live.
Yeah, I've just been waiting for Bertrand to take his turn. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll sell my soul for inspiration.
I'm gonna keep my comments to myself.
I am too.
I will stay there. 30 feet in the air.
Oh boy.
Ezekiel.
What is this distance? 50 feet. I'm gonna take a cross. Am I hidden? Oh wait, we have advantage because they're surprised, right?
Yeah, and they can't see you in the darkness. You're too far out.
Okay. Plus 1d6 from sneak attack. And going to stay here in the darkness.
Okay, so that drops
Alrighty.
them, and the torch just clatters to the ground.
Ooh, did we... We're not shooting friendlies, right?
No,
Yeah.
no, these are bandits.
Okay.
I mean, depends on your point of view.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
I just like money.
Then you and Bretonium would not get along. Well, yeah. Well,
Money just helps serve purposes. You need it for things.
depends on the hierarchy that you're sitting at.
Alright, so as I run around the corner, I use my hammer and I hit one of the runes on my chest. And as it glows, there's a very, very loud noise around the corner. As it's kind of like a small explosion. Okay, and they need to make a con save.
Yeah, one of them passed, 2 failed.
So this map was all done by Dungeon Alchemy?
And it took me about 5 minutes.
Really?
Yep. I drew a big box for the alleyways, and I just drew in like single rooms for cottages or whatever it is, and it populates everything.
Well, I have it too, but I messed with it, but not to the extent that you.
Once we're done tonight, I'll show you, like I'll take off the required vision and show you the whole map.
Okay.
Because like you can go into all of those buildings and they're all filled out.
Cool.
That's the cardinal.
Yeah, I'm just seeing what she has for spells because I don't know. I'll just go with the crossbow. Nope, that missed. Okay. Bertrand is 30 feet up.
Well, I haven't taken my turn yet.
Yeah, next is one of the marauders.
Well, I
That's
thought we
a
were still in the
surprise
surprise
round,
round.
right?
Oh, yes, no, you're right. Yep. I mean, I totally remember that, yes.
All right,
So-
I'm
Tobias.
gonna aim at the guy who's just about to move, and I'm gonna take 2 longbow shots.
Sorry to correct you there, bud.
Sorry.
Sorry. Hey, the important thing to remember is that in Canada, apologizing is not an admission of guilt legally.
Good to know.
And when that happens, I'm gonna step back 1 for now. That's my turn.
Okay. As that second arrow hits, he. Let me just see something. That specifies great axe. We're back at the top of Bertrand.
As I am flying down, I'm going to swing my sword at the enemy, turning him into a toothpick. a 2. That's my turn. I can't move anymore.
Zeke,
So, question.
answer.
The spell Darkness says I can cast it on an object and it moves with that object?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to know.
I mean, in one of our campaigns, I had a barbarian where my party member would cast darkness and I had blind fighting and just would run around and screw the enemy up.
Good to know.
But if you do it on top of a party member, it will royally screw them if they don't have blind fighting
Yeah, I get that.
or see through magical darkness.
Yeah, I get that. I didn't know that it moved with an object.
It was a rule kind of that broke our DM. I'm like,
I'm
you
still
can't
in.
do that anymore.
I'm still in the dark here, right?
Yep.
The 15 hit.
It does indeed.
Oh, thank God. Plus 1d6 for sneak attack.
Uh-huh.
So I'm a rogue.
How does he die?
Just kind of, he hears a twang, he turns, and it just spears him right through the eye and out the back of the head.
Caligar.
Alrighty. I'm going to light a fire under this guy with a Wrath of Ruin rune.
You and your great bonfires.
But it's so good. You use it once, and then it just becomes passive damage.
He passes.
I mean,
Okay.
I've played with a lot of players, and you by far has been the only one to use that spell in every single fucking game. Campaign. One shot. I have to hand it to you. You think outside of the box for it.
Well, in this case,
And
I
it's a
figure
great
even if
spell. I'm not. It's a great spell. You could just fire it and forget.
yeah, that's my favorite thing about it. In this case, I'm trying to see if I can light everything around this guy on fire too, since he happens to be standing in flammable stuff.
Just causing explosions in the city we're trying to save.
No, it's not explosion. Well, yeah, there was an explosion. Never mind. The ground, the road over there happens to be a little bit messed up now.
So Cardinal missed with the crossbow. And yeah, so that bonfire does in fact set that wood on fire.
From where that guy is, there's something in between us. Does he have cover?
No, that's like an overhanging stall, so you can see through it.
Okay. Well, then I'll take 2 shots at him. Does a 15 hits? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, it just pops up with a reaction I have to click out of. He's still going.
Take another shot.
Ooh, how does he die?
I curve the arrow through the stall, wanted style. and just hit him in the side of the head as he's looking at Bertrand. Or at least I think I curved the arrow. It just flies straight. And then and that's all the bandits I see, so I move up. And then I'll end my turn.
Alright, so he takes damage if he ends his turn in the fire.
Yep. Yeah, if it was at start, that would be amazing, but it's at end.
Yeah. So he's gonna run up Ben. He's gonna do his scimitar into Bertrand.
It's like when you play Jack Be Nimble, Jack Be Quick over a bonfire.
Safe to say I've never done that.
Me either.
As Bertrand deflects the sword attack with his shield, he will repose and strike back. Right into the skull. Are there any more enemies?
Nope, that is
Never
that.
mind.
Tobias
Tally-ho.
will walk up, waggle his fingers, and the torch will snuff out. But there's still fire going, so.
Alright, that actually timed out perfectly. So you guys made it to the other side of the map, which is what I was looking for tonight. And let's just say that you can make out more torches coming your way in numbers that even you don't feel confident in taking on. So you find that from here on, it's not much further to the temple, but you're just gonna slink out into the darkness. Because that's where we're gonna end tonight.
Darkness.
Darkness, my old friend.
And yeah, so thanks to everyone who watched. Hope you guys enjoyed this first little foray into the old world, and I think we're doing it again next week as well.
For the next month,
Next month? Perfect.
full month. I have it written down in my phone, but apparently it didn't create an actual calendar.
I'll have
So-
a good one.
So next week and the month after, we'll be playing Rise of the Chosen.
Ever
So-
chosen.
Ever chosen, whatever. Ever chosen. I'm gonna fix that in Discord. Anyways, thank you everyone who tuned in for tonight's lovely episode of the Wurst Experts Roleplay. If you like our videos, please hit like and subscribe on YouTube or Twitch and everything else. Have a wonderful weekend. We will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.